Welcome to Your Story Matters, the first official Hope Booth mental health pop-up activation. We are here in Los Angeles, right in the heart of Venice, and this has been pretty incredible. We've been here for about an hour so far, and hundreds of people have come by, have experienced the message of hope through the Hope Booth, have gotten to go through our entire portrait showcase called Mental Health Doesn't Discriminate. And it's been incredible to hear the stories and the responses of people who have come to the awakening that they are not alone in their struggle, that no matter what class you fall in, no matter what your ethnicity is or your background, you are worthy of hope and you're worthy of healing. And it's been incredible to see this thus far.
Is she standing next to a phone booth in 2023? I sure am. But it's not just a phone booth. It's the Hope Booth. It's a 3-minute interactive immersive experience using artistic messages of hope in the form of a remodeled phone booth to spread hope throughout humanity. And this is our version 2. And LA is the first to see it, the first to use it, the first to be seen, the first to get hope. And we're so excited. Shout out to the city of LA. We're excited to be here, and this is it. Check it out.
Honestly, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to stop everything. But here's why you shouldn't. You are not invisible. You are not a waste of space, and your story doesn't end here. You may have experienced loss, or maybe you've lost everything. But the fact that you are still here proves you have legs to stand on. You are a survivor, not a victim. And there's no situation that could change that. So the next time that you're feeling small and the walls are closing in, breathe and let that breath remind you. The fact you are alive is a symbolic victory. And you are living proof that hope will win. You are a survivor.
How did you feel after you experienced the Hope Booth?
Ooh, my heart feels really full, honestly. Like, I needed that more than I knew I needed it. You know what I mean? I feel beautiful. Yeah. Yeah.
It's great. I feel like it's definitely much needed, and it's definitely filling a void that that a lot of people in society have right now, where they need those positive words of affirmation, not as something that isn't true, but it's really just to remind us of what is true of our true human nature.
I definitely felt okay. So I was feeling okay. So I felt okay. Then Gloria spoke straight to my heart. She talked about anxiety and just that it'll get better. And she said something that really struck me. She said, "You are not alone." And that's something as a child, I always felt very alone and abandoned. And so when she said that, it just reminded me that we are never alone and that we have a God who sees us, and he sees us and he meets us on our lowest days. And so I struggled a lot with shame just over my identity. But I feel like hearing that just really uplifted my day. Yeah.
I thought it was incredible. It helped me feel a lot less alone, and really brightened my mood and validated a lot of feelings that I've had, and gave me a message that I thought I really needed today.
So we've been out here in Venice for about T-minus 6 hours? No, 4 hours. And I think we might have had about 500 people already just come in and out, in and out. So many people, like, their interest is piqued immediately when they see the verbiage on the vinyl. And that was intentional. We were like, okay, how can we tell a story? One, with the booth, but how do we tell a story just on the window alone? And so when people see that, it somehow just like disarms them and they immediately feel welcome to come inside. And I think mental health can sometimes sound intimidating. It can sometimes sound like just very difficult, and like there's like a tension point for a lot of people. And I get it. Most people are scarred and they're scared at the same time. And so our hope and goal is to disarm people, make people feel safe, make people feel as though this is not something to be afraid of, but something to move towards. And I think as we do that, we raise more awareness. And the more we raise awareness, the more we move towards action. That's our goal right there. It's solution-oriented action. And so I'm excited because the turnout's been crazier than I could have imagined. This has been amazing. Just all sorts of people, all sorts of ethnicities, all sorts of ages, and that's the beauty of hope right there.
What is one thing that you heard that impacted you, or something that you heard that you want someone else to know?
There was a great quote within my 3-minute session, and it said, if I remember correctly, failure is not indicative of the individual, it's just indicative of the event. I'm kind of paraphrasing there, but it's very true. I think we go through certain experiences in life, and sometimes they may not turn out how we wanted them, and then we just allow that experience to mushroom out and kind of define us, and that's a choice. And we can easily choose to not have that define us and allow that failure to be a building block to something greater.
The simple fact, everyone has a story, everyone's not alone, everyone has something they're going through. And you hear that all the time, but when you see it, when you look and actually see that the different things you have going on, the portraits and the description of what people's stories actually are, makes you actually feel like you're not alone. Like, people actually have things that they're going through as well. Everyone doesn't express it the same way, but everyone is human.
I'm a healthcare worker, and I think that a lot of the people that I work with could really benefit from this, because what we do sometimes can feel really defeating. But having something like this to just kind of remind you to be present in the moment and take it all in and appreciate what you have and look forward to the next day, I think is really beneficial.
All right, guys. Last year, Hope Booth was here in March on a 30-day 19-city tour, and we partnered with Verve Coffee Roasters in downtown LA but we had the prototype there. And this year, in May, for Mental Health Awareness Month, we're back with version 2 with Hunker House doing a mental health awareness pop-up called Your Story Matters. So guys, if you missed out, I'm sorry, but we might have another one. I can't keep any promises. I'm on camera. But guys, today has been incredible. Lots of people have came by. So many people are getting hope. People are feeling seen, loved, knowing that they're enough. And we want to thank our sponsors and our donors, everyone that can make this happen. And we're just happy to be here. We're happy to be doing this for second year in a row. So really shout out to you guys. And guys, if you're not tuned in already, tune in at the Hope Booth, okay? We might come back. We might not. Never know. Catch us in a city near you.
What's one thing you do to take care of your mental health?
I think for me, my mental health has been attached to like working on being more present. So just putting myself in positions to do that, even if it's just laying outside and watching the clouds move, my practices.
Oh, I love this question. Okay. The one thing I do to take care of my mental health is to go on walks, long walks, put on some music that really uplifts your mood. Just listen to whatever you're feeling. Go on a walk, go on a power walk, or maybe ride your bike. That's another thing I like to do. Yeah, get out in nature.
Yeah, listen, getting out, exercise, it's important.
It's so important. Well, it helps our bodies with the hormones and the endorphins. It is healing.
I genuinely believe that conscious breathing is the greatest gift that we can give ourselves. And what I mean by that is just being mindful of our breath. Because if we're mindful of our breath, that will bring us into the present moment. We can't think about the past. We can't think about the future if we're solely focused on our breath in this present moment. So when I feel moments of stress and anxiety, just throughout the day, I like to just kind of sit back and just focus on my breath. And I'll just have a nice deep inhale through the nose, use my diaphragm, fill up my belly with air, fill my lungs, have a nice slow exhale. And after maybe 5 minutes of that, I feel like a completely new person.
What is one thing that this has affirmed in you to do or affirmed in you to change?
Ooh, okay. I think the one thing that now I really want to do is go out and spread more hope to people, because everyone is fighting a battle that we know nothing about. And so to just be kind and spread hope and just tell someone that it's not the end, that their story matters and that there is always light at the end of the tunnel is what I'm going to keep doing.
Well, we thank you for being a light, Meredith.
Yeah, Jesus is amazing.
That's right. Amen. Jesus is amazing.
Just be aware that everyone has something that they're going through and that you are not here alone. And maybe it helps to relate to what you're going through. It maybe helps to get a different story or a different perspective on how things are actually going for somebody else. You never know what that could really do for somebody, even for yourself.
To stop being scared and speak my truth and do what I was meant to do, create what I was meant to create, like step up, because I just feel like someone might need what I have to offer now. It's just affirming that more and more, so yeah,
no, that's good, because when you think about it, our experience is someone else's answer. And so I'm not trying to drop a lot of gems today, but I'm dropping something right now. So thank you so much for your interview. Any leaving comments that you want to share?
I just think this is incredible, and I think everyone needs to experience this.
Well, you heard it here, you guys. Check us out soon.
Thank you. Absolutely.
You enjoy the rest of your day.
As you know, we put together this pop-up in about 3 weeks with absolutely no contacts, no connections, no nothing, just a ton of faith. And I'm just here to let you know we are about 20 minutes past closing time, and we can't close because people keep coming. There's people still experiencing the booth, a few people in line to still experience the booth, people inquiring about what's happening. And this just shows you people love the idea of hope. This is so needed and necessary. I had so many people tell me today, man, Gloria, you have no idea what this did for my soul. And that right there, that changed the game. So I'm just excited that we get to be here. This is not going to be the last time that we will be in LA. We will return, and we will do this again in several cities around the globe as well. Thanks for coming to Your Story Matters.
Yeah!